Hello, and welcome to probably the only one-off episode I'm ever making of this. My name's Serichio. You probably know me for a couple of videos. They also call me Sergi. I am one of the background characters in most of the episodes, and I'm also the guy from the outros. So I'm just really there, but not really doing much. And in this case, since the account is kind of dead for now, mostly because most of us have been busy, I've decided that why not make my own video? You know, it's not like they're gonna stop me. And yeah, so what I'm planning is to use this dude, which is Changeling. He's like a trickster dude, pretty cool. Takes the shapes of other heroes in the game. By the way, I'm playing Total War Warhammer 3. If you haven't checked this game out, I totally recommend it because it is just great. A lot of DLCs, but besides that, it can be fun. You know, despite the bugs and shit. So I'm gonna be this dude. He takes the shapes of people, and my idea, right? The idea of this video is that I'm gonna be taking the shapes of heroes that are like my friends. So, for example, if we look at here, we're gonna try to go with heroes like Kislev here, which we have Tasarina Katarin, which is like the ice queen of Kislev and probably one of the main characters in this whole faction, right? The Russians, whatever. That's kind of what they're trying to go with this faction, and essentially, I think she's the Boombar of this world because she essentially, first of all, Boombar is like a big fan of the Polaris faction in Polisopia, so I think the eyes fits her, and since this is like the female figure of authority in like probably like the old world as a whole, I think that she really fits her style since she's the face of authority in our server. So, you know, she's probably gonna be our queen, and we're gonna take her shape. As for the rest, I believe that we have Gogi, which in this case he'll be none other than Mr. Actually, he's gonna be Golfback Maneater. Why him? Because he doesn't fucking play by the rules, you know? Just like my brother. And essentially, he just goes around the map taking contracts for anybody who wants to pay him money, or rather, give him something to eat. So, you know, that seems like my brother, and that's why I'm gonna be hunting them too, you know? I'm gonna take his shape, and then as for Sami, you know, I could easily tell, oh, it's gonna be Mr. Goldtooth because, well, he's kind of a greedy boy. But, since I don't want to be that mean, I'll say that he is Mr. I guess Mr. Vlad over here? I guess, but no, he has a girlfriend. Never mind. That doesn't work. I guess he'll be Carl Franz. Why not? Honestly. Because, you know, Carl Franz, he's the one who's trying to unite the Empire, right? He's trying to unite us to do videos, because he's really the one who wants us to make more videos, but we are just a bunch of dumbasses who are doing their own shit, and, like, he's the one who has to... Ah, shit. Okay, sorry about that. And so, yeah, he is, like, the one who's trying to unite us to do the videos, to be present, and to do more content. So yeah, he's like the leader of this group, and since he's the leader of the Empire, I'll put him like that. You know, self-righteous, kind of a little bit controlling, crazy like Sami. So yeah, it definitely fits him. Yeah, so we'll also be hunting him. That's gonna be fun. We also have Mr. Gam, which honestly, he could be Mr. Vlad, cause he's kind of a tryhard, and he's pretty cool. So yeah, it's gonna be our Gam, and lastly, our Gem. Actually, no, my bad, Mr. Morsel. Yeah, I forgot about Morsel. Oh, poor man. And yeah, he's gonna be Mr. Kemlar. He kind of looks like Morsel, you know, that wise gentleman that he is. You know, all-knowing, an expert on almost everything. And you know, he also has a companion. You know, his slaves. You know, why wouldn't he? You know, he's a smart guy, so he knows what he's doing. And well, now Mr. Gem, since he's kind of memey, I'll say that he is Mr. Ikit, because Ikit Claw is like probably the best lord out of all the Skaven lords, and he's the most fun to play as. So he'll be our target. And I think that's mostly it, really. Maybe, oh, actually, Yellowbee. Mrs. Yellowbee. Who could she be? You know what? She'll be our Elizabeth von Dragon. Why not? You know, because she's kind of evil sometimes, but a good person mostly. So yeah, she'll definitely be our Mr. von Dragon. That's great, because she is actually really close to us. If we look at the map, she's actually over here, in what is known as Nolan. It doesn't really say a lot, but yeah, that's supposed to be here. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna go for Vlad, who's here. So you know, two close targets, really good, but also hard at the start. And I guess we also have Catherine, who's over here. Mr. Carl Franz here. Kemlar is over here. Like, yeah, over here actually. Yeah, these mountains. And who else am I missing? Or somebody else. Oh yeah. That's the funny part. Yeah, Gogi, we actually have to see where we find him, because he usually starts over here, but he doesn't have a lot of shit going on for him, so like he's just roaming around. So he might even be dead before we get to him, which is a shame, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, without further ado, let's start this shit. Y vamos a ver por aquí. Vamos a ver. We're gonna go here. Wepa! Bunch of dummies. We're definitely gonna kill him. We're gonna see how it goes, man. I mean, we gotta see how our boys do it. I mean, the other result says it's gonna be super easy, and it should be, but you never know, man. You never know. You know, maybe those beastmen are gonna go wild on us, and they're gonna jump on us, you know, like the wild beasts that they are. And that kind of sucks, but who cares? So yeah, we're gonna do. Did you know that Xiao Hong Shu is a word that Semi enjoys to say a lot? And if he says that I told him that word, that is a complete lie, you know? He's definitely lying, because he was the one who brought it up to the group chat. I mean, you can see me over here. I'm very trustful. I'm very, very believable. So that wouldn't be a problem, of course. So yeah, we have our blue horrors. These fuckers, we are probably gonna get rid of them pretty quickly. But still, we're gonna use them for now. We have the Sangors, which is these dudes. Yeah, kind of ugly, but they're okay. You know, they're really good. They came with the DLC. Honestly, nice addition to the Sinch faction. Probably one of the funnest factions to play, even at their like earlier setting. They were kind of shit in some aspects, but they were still fun. A lot of magic and shit, so that's good. The Flamers, which essentially the same dudes here, but they are flying. What else can I do? Okay, he's gonna be our caster. We gotta be careful, because this dude, he's gonna be very flimsy, and if he dies, he's gone. He doesn't retreat. He doesn't do a lot. He's just gonna stay there, and he's gonna die to set him up like something that's really strong. So we gotta be real careful. And since we don't have any shapes, this guy's actually gonna be really useless this first battle. I guess we have some spells, and he also has a pretty good spell. Probably the best basic spell out of all of them. But yeah, let's start this shit. We're gonna put defense mode, because we don't want you running around, and see how this goes. Are you a coward, bro? You a coward? Saw you looking around. Hey, what's happening? You afraid, bro? You afraid, motherfucker? Come on, vente. You're afraid of these fuckers. Yeah, I thought so, bro. I thought so. Let's see. Okay. So there's probably some of them hiding over here. So we're gonna start with this. See, we're gonna poke them around. Let's move you a bit. We should be concerned about the high ground, but honestly, in this case, it doesn't really matter. Because honestly, this is just an easy battle overall. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here's the archers. Actually, let's send him here. Send you here. You can go a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer. Here. Oh right, I forget. I forgot. Sorry. This dude. Ah, shit. That didn't happen. Yeah, this dude. He was hidden for a quick bit, but like in the future, he's actually not gonna be the only one who's hidden. We're actually gonna get all of our army. So that's gonna be really good. You boys, you gotta like back off and see where you go. You're gonna start hitting this. I'm really not concerned about losing units over here because, realistically speaking, we're pretty chill, right? We don't have a lot to worry about. This is not a hard battle at all, and yeah, I mean this is easy, too easy in fact. But the next battles might be a little bit harder, even though this campaign is pretty much easy. There's not a lot to go through, right? Not a lot to like judge it by. I think you're not doing that great. I guess you're not the best for this. Let's do that. Why not? It doesn't do anything, but we don't really need it for this battle. We don't need to route them or shit because, realistically speaking, this is a garrison. It's dumb, right? We lost a couple units. I think we should have like be more careful with our Furies. Definitely, but it's fine. Yeah, we lost a bit. Doesn't matter. 35. That's like almost half. That's fine. Yeah. Let's see. They did pretty decently. Actually, you did kind of poorly, but you were decent. Yeah. Of course, MVPs is this guys, especially them. Like they already racked up a couple of kills. That's pretty good. You also did your job. You two were okay, and yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Cute. Okay, that was pretty easy overall. I would say the only thing that I didn't like was our Furies. They I think took a little bit too much damage. Well, that's fine. We're cool. We're Gucci. So it's gonna be a symbiotic one. I don't like the parasitic ones. They're just not worth it. We also got we got a Changeling trickster. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, don't care about that. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent one. So yeah, we're gonna get a random shape. That's pretty cool. We'll see who we get. First of all, actually, let's upgrade our dude. Yeah, router. I want you to walk a little bit faster. Ooh, we have ogres. Oh, not bad, not bad. Oh, I also have this mod, and it's supposed to be like an upgrade mod. Like you can get this unit and like get the XP, and then you upgrade into like a better version. Doesn't really have a lot of options for me since I don't have all the DLCs, but it's fine. You know, it's cool. We can get the Chaos Knights fairly quickly, and also the Exalted Pig Horrors. They're probably cost efficient. Not the most cost efficient, but pretty good range infantry. So yeah, that's something. And our dude over here, he might. Oh, we can't actually look at him. Oh no, here it is. Okay, yeah. So this dude, this is like the special version that doesn't really work as a hero. He is essentially just a suicidal bomber that, when he blows up, he establishes a cult. And what he's probably gonna do is go to one of these settlements and essentially just create one of our bases operation. And I think I'm debating whether I'll go with Drakenhof, which is probably one of the best buildings, or rather towns around here, because it could make a lot of money early game. Though Griffin Wood also a good option, since it's like the only wood elf settlement in this area, and they usually make a lot of money. Um, that, or we could go for Aldov, but since we're gonna be invading Aldov, I don't really want to spend the dude, since we're already gonna burn that shit to the ground. Marienburg is such a good option, but I think for now we should probably just go for Dreiche. Though actually, yeah, let's go for Dreiche. Why not? So we're gonna establish a symbiotic cult, and that's probably like the best one for us in this case. We don't really need a lot of military things. We're gonna have our military operations over here. Right now, do we really need the pink horrors? I don't think so. What we could actually get is this, so we can get some decent infantry. Forsakens are like flanker infantry, so really not worth it. But the Sangars will probably be really good frontliners, which is what we kind of need right now. So we'll spend some of that money, and well, let's see what else can we get. Right now, nothing that I'm really interested on. So what I'll do is just save the cash. I mean, I could upgrade this, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, no, not really. Though, actually, fuck it, we're doing it. Honestly, pink horrors are pretty good. They're much better than this, because look at this. Like, overall, not terrible. Oh, sorry. Okay, so see, all these stats, they're miserable. Missile damage is not terrible as far as it goes. Like, some units have even worse. Like, some of them I think have like 9 missile strength, which is horrible. But the only thing is they only have 4 ammo, so really they really run out of it quickly. So not our best unit, right? Not our best choice. But right now, that's one of the only things we can get, besides the Furies. But Furies are really just meh. Like, you can have 1 or 2, but that's about it. They're not that great. I guess for now, we'll spend the money on a couple of them, even though we're gonna phase them out pretty quickly. It's gonna be essential that we get them, because if we try to fight this dude, which, you know, not part of our mission, but probably something that's decent for us to do, since we can get his shape and, you know, be a little bit better of a fighter. Also, he's like a melee lord, which is gonna be really useful for us early in the beginning, since we can't really use spells. Because that's the thing, I don't know if I said it, but if you look at him, he actually has some skills that he has to get before he can actually use the spells of his victims. For example, in here, yeah, the spells, it's this upgrade, which is like way over down there, so it's gonna take us a little bit. Also, Vanguard deployment, it's gonna be really fun, and this is what I was kind of like hinting before. This specifically, this attribute is really powerful, because essentially it makes it so our army is gonna be invisible at the start, so our enemies will not know where we are, and we'll just come out of nowhere when we want to, and we'll attack them. So essentially, it's like a free ambush, because usually you have to like put yourself in ambush stance and like wait for the enemies to fall for your trap and see if the dice roll actually goes in your favor. But here it's basically a guaranteed thing, so really helpful, you know, for some situations. And yeah, I mean, this one I think is like lets us use the abilities, so that's also pretty cool. Really, this lord is just phenomenal. Really, just broken at this point. It's really easy game. Like the easiest character by far. But also pretty fun. Right? Actually, I forgot to say, we could get some of these units which are not supposed to be part of our roster, but since we're playing as the Trickster, we can actually steal these units and have them as regiments of renown. So one of them is this thing, which is like a T-Rex. It's actually from this region, which is like South America, where the lizard people live. And yeah, if we look over here, there is, I think it's the final. Yeah, in here we can actually gain the dinosaur dude. Pretty cool. He's a fairly decent unit, so it's not a bad thing to have. But the other thing that we can get, and we're probably gonna get it for this playthrough, is a tank, which is an Empire unit. Even though it's not a normal tank, it's more like a steampunk kind of tank. But you know, it's still a tank, and you know, we'll probably get him from him. Because essentially, to get that tank, we only have to either sack this or use one of the cults to like infiltrate it and do one of the like options, which is like sacking it. And essentially, by doing that, we're gonna get that tank. And because the idea is that we go inside, we take the tank, and then we leave. So you know, maybe we'll steal the tank from Sibi. You know, after all, it's him. It's his capital.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Yes, we know.
Always.
Okay. Yeah. Research really not phenomenal for us. Actually, it's pretty good. 10 and 10, not bad. That replenishment, like, it's gonna be really useful for us down in the line. And yeah, I guess I'll shut up for now and see what it goes. Let's see. So, out of all of our targets, Carl France is probably not the best one to start with, since we want to get him when he's actually pretty powerful. Which is like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at level 10 or somewhere around those numbers, where he gets his Griffin mount. Because one of the mods that I have essentially lets us like take the mounts of the characters, or rather, like when we take the shape of the character, we get the mount that he's using at the moment. So in our case, we gotta wait for him to get his mount. Same with Elizabeth. I think we should wait because she's gonna get a big ass dragon, which is gonna be really cool to play with. So yeah, I think that for starters, it's just most of the dudes that we're gonna go after, they get some really good mounts. But I guess that out of the ones that don't get mounts, we can go for him. Because technically speaking, you know, Vlad, he's really powerful. We're also gonna be stealing their items. So Vlad's items are actually insane. He's probably one of the most broken ass lords when it comes to like his normal stats. His faction is not as phenomenal, but he's still pretty good. Highly recommend playing a campaign as Vlad. It can be really fun, especially if you get a couple of immersion mods that let you like interact with the Empire a little bit more. Pretty cool. And I think the other one would be Goldtooth. Sorry, not Goldtooth. Mr. Maneater. Yeah. I don't know where the fuck he is. Again, he spawns like over here, so he's probably just monkeying around here. So who knows? Maybe we'll find him. Maybe we won't. We'll have to see. And so yeah, I mean, what are we doing here? We're looking funny. Yeah. That's good. That's good. And you got a level. You're actually a pretty good unit. This could be. Fuck it. I should probably be getting this first, but honestly, this is pretty cool. Essentially, we're gonna summon one of the blue things. Actually, we can summon up to 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So not bad. You know, it's mostly gonna be our champ, but for now, pretty cool. Let's get this before, because I think that if we do this, right? Yeah, we got an actually pretty funny one, because Grimgore is probably one of the best melee fighters out there. I'm gonna show it to you in a second, but yeah, essentially here we got this, so we're already making like 529 instantly. We didn't have to do anything, barely spend any money. We're also gonna start building relations with this dude, which is pretty good, because eventually, like, if we kind of lick their booty enough, we're gonna become friends. And what we can do is actually make an alliance and start using their units, which again, pretty cool. But that's not our thing for now. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna play as Grimgore, which is this dude, essentially like the big bad orc, and you know, very powerful, really decent stats, especially that melee attack. It's really good, one of the highest in the game. And weapon strength, I mean, a lot of armor piercing, which honestly essentially just makes it so you ignore this stat entirely. So you know that 350 essentially goes over this. It doesn't really take into consideration this armor stat. So really good, really good. And yeah, he gets other stuff that we're not gonna be using for now, and we don't have the stats. And the mod that lets us use the items, I think it's not gonna apply over here. No, right? No, it doesn't apply for this one since it's like a story, like rather, sorry, a quest thing that we got. So I guess that's our situation over here. But it's fine. We're really not gonna be dealing with Grimgore, and I think his items are not that great, anyways. I mean, they're okay, but not what we're looking for. So we should probably get more Colts, sorry. Which, yeah, would be a good idea. But, realistically speaking, we didn't come here for that. We came here for Vlad. Yeah. Gamito. So, Vlad, you know, as I said, he is like one of the best, well, probably the best vampire faction that we have access to right now. Um, it's really fun. He's like the best vampire of them all because he actually cares about people. He's not a full-on narcissist. You know, he has a wife. He cares for her, and that's actually pretty cool. You know, because not a lot of people care for others in this world. So that's pretty cool. In here, we're gonna get this so we can get like more global recruitment and local recruitment. It's pretty good. Right now they can see us, but it's fine because our only enemies are Sterling, and honestly, they don't matter. They're no shit because they're probably gonna get wiped out fairly early on. So that really doesn't matter. Oh, here, well, Draken, she's actually here. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, she has a couple of things, but she still has to like conquer all of this, which is gonna take a while. So we'll see. We'll see. We're not gonna get more units, right? We could get more, but I don't think it's worth it right now. We can wait. Right? We can wait. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're here. Honestly, we're supposed to go to after Drakenhof, but thinking about it, I think we should probably get some decent units. Which in this case, it's these guys. We still have a little bit of income, so that's fine. Probably gonna get some Sangors. I think the pink horrors can wait a bit. I think after this we can actually go on attack. If we look at here, it's actually gonna give us the opportunity to get some portals if we have enough corruption, which essentially is just like us standing there for a while. So we'll see how that goes. And we also get this. Oh, it's kind of pointless for us, but that's fine. That's fine. We can see. We can wait another turn. You know, it's not like we're gonna get attacked or anything. In here, really not concerned. I should probably get this. Yeah. Oh, okay. So look, here's Vlad. Actually, that's his wife, Isabella. Pretty cute couple, if I say so myself. So I see. So this guy is actually getting his butt kicked, which it's cool. You know, we actually don't mind because we can take advantage of this and actually declare war on him.
You fool!
Yeah, we fool. Um, see. So what we have here is a bunch of skeletons, zombies, and Palpatine. Honestly, not scary at all. Not some bats. Honestly, actually, wait. Oh, I didn't know. Bats have actually a pretty good melee stat. Like defense stat as a whole, it's pretty good. 44 is really decent. Um, I think it's better than us, right? We're more of an attack unit, and our Sangors, like, they don't even have that amount of defense, which is actually weird. But I guess bats do die pretty quickly. They don't have armor, so I guess that kind of like settles it a bit. And yeah, I think their weapon strength's also not too good. It's 26. We have 30. Ours is a little bit better. But yeah, realistically speaking, it doesn't matter. We're gonna crush him. I think we're gonna still play this one out, just to like show a couple of vampires. Though actually we don't have any vampires here, so that doesn't really matter. But still. Okay, so we're here. We're back. Let's see how this goes. Honestly, let's get our infantry. This is actually not the best terrain because it's like filled with swamps. So that's gonna give us like a little bit of debuff. So you can see it here. It's actually a melee and speed debuff, which should be a problem. But since they don't have any range, and like they're mostly a melee-centric army, that's actually gonna hurt them more than us. You know, because really, what we care about is defense, right? Because we're gonna be shooting them. We're gonna be shooting them. We're gonna be using magic. So it's actually pretty cool. Over here, over that. Flying fuckers, you're gonna be really effective here. You're gonna be pretty cool. Stay here. So yeah, let's give all of you this so you don't go running off like psychopaths. We should probably get this too, actually, because we don't really want to engage them as much. Since they don't really rout, they just die. And actually, we're gonna put you here since you're gonna be Grimgore. That's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, let's start and let's transform.
The great schemer is forever content
Oh.
to have you run wild.
Xiao Hongshu. So apparently we didn't actually get
In this
the shape. I mean, we got it, but like I didn't equip it. Very stupid of me, but it's fine. It's not big deal. Realistically speaking. It's pretty cool. We could, well, we can't really use this. It's fine. We don't really need that bonus. I mean, actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's do this pretty quickly. Before they actually like get onto us. You can go here. You can actually go here. I have an idea. And like you guys over here. It's not like you're gonna get harassed or anything. You, we don't have a lot of magic, do we? Oh no, not at all. We gotta be careful with this, actually. Yeah, we can't do well with this last time. That was horrible. So, no, not really. So I guess we're just gonna stay here like a dumbass and wait. Just wait for, for them to come to us, because, after all, and it's their fault. Dios mío, salud. Dios mío. Oh my god. Okay, let's see how this goes, actually. This is gonna be really enjoyable. I like when there's like a bunch of damage, AoE damages. Like, just look at them. It melts. It really, they just melt like butter. It's great. It's really great. Really enjoyable. So yeah, where are we going actually? Oh wait. Oh, okay. Now, these dudes, not that much of a problem, but honestly, we should try to take care of them. You, here. They're gonna die pretty quickly. Yeah, that's what I thought, huh? Try messing with us and shit. Hell no. Okay, you can go here. You should actually. Ooh, you should be here. Yes, you should be here. You probably get this a little bit earlier. No, it's fine. You can leave that. Don't worry. Actually, good target. Good fucking target. This is going pretty good. No casualties so far. That's what I like. Okay, here. That's just. Beautiful. This is the amount of damage that these dudes can actually perform. It's phenomenal. It really is. It's just great. So you're gonna stay in the middle. You can actually go toe to toe with him. Yeah, no, you can. You can definitely do this. Same with you. You're probably gonna do pretty good with this. So okay. Ah, shit. Yeah, target this. Changeling. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Actually, it's just too good to pass on. So, we're gonna move over here. Beautiful, beautiful. Really good. So we're trying to get that over there. I think they'll be really effective. Oh, you ran out of this shit. It's fine. And how you doing? Oh, you're trying to escape? Hell no. You don't. You. No, you're not going anywhere. And so yeah, you guys. I mean, I don't know what you can do. Yeah, I guess. Here. Okay. Oh, you ran out. That's fine. And you can. These are zombies. Yeah, you can go against them. I think. So far, no casualties. That's actually really good. I didn't expect us to do that well, but apparently we did. Oh wait, they're routing already? Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, and, oh, that's because we killed the necromancer, didn't we? Yeah. Look at him. I mean, did he really stood a chance? I don't think so. Well, that's actually a pretty cool sword. Ooh. Not bad. That's good. That's good. GG. Let's see. Only one loss. Oh, no way. Probably one of the Furies. Okay, I mean, we got 59 kills. Like, oh, wait a second. Actually, I think we're gonna get like the same amount of units that we have. We killed the same amount of units that we're gonna have right now. I think. But we'll see. But pretty clean battle, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about the channel, honestly. It's just that we've been very busy, and it's not been that easy to pump out videos. We still play occasionally, so you know, maybe if I convince me, we can probably publish some of that footage. We've been playing a couple of really cool mods that I bet you guys are gonna enjoy. So hopefully, you know, you'll get to see that. And well, yeah, essentially we got 59 kills and 59 units. That's crazy. Okay, but anyways, going back to our topic, we did that. We're gonna probably just put another symbiotic cult. So even though right now it's not gonna make shit, it's gonna eventually pay off, I think. We should probably have another of these dudes, which honestly they're really cost effective, since they're gonna give us like these supplies which are essential for our cults. And oh, yeah, look, I didn't do this. Now I did. That's good. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that he's just gonna come and take this. I can assure you that's what's gonna happen. Almost certain. And so we're gonna get this, since this line is essentially useless for us. Since we're not gonna be using this magic a lot, this is what we're gonna focus on. And yeah, by the way, sorry about me just like spouting shit. My first language is not English, as you can bet. It's actually Español. You know, I talk pretty decent Spanish. Si me preguntas a mí, sabes, yo te hablo español. El problema es que te hablo español boricua. But you know, besides that, I'm doing my best, you know. So please keep that in mind in the comments. And we'll see how this goes. So pretty cool so far. I think we're doing pretty well, considering this is like gonna be our third turn now. Third? No, actually no. Probably fifth. It's fine. We're pretty chill. That's a good thing about this campaign. There's no real rush for us to do a lot, and no way you actually didn't take this. That's crazy. I mean, sometimes the AI is just stupid, and by I mean by stupid is like it's really fucking stupid. Cause that was an easy win, for sure. You could have taken that way easily. But it's fine, I guess. You know, not everybody wants to do that, which is fine. This, could we? 14, 14. We're a little bit damaged though, but we might be able to pull this off. And since I feel a little bit cocky, I may actually do it. You know, why not? We have a little bit of damage. We don't have any winds of magic, but I think we could do this.
As fate demands.
You know what? Yeah, let's try this.
After
See how we go.
deception,
Okay, so a valiant defeat. Oh, you start with this. Oh. Look at that damage, bruh. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, actually pretty cool. Like, the bad thing about this unit is that you can't really get it at the start. You have to wait a bit. And what I mean by that is like almost to like the last parts of your campaign. So really not a cost-effective unit at all. But it's pretty powerful early on. Like, I mean, this is nothing to be afraid of, and this is just like the pretty much the base stats. Like, I'm pretty sure you can like upgrade that to be like 3K, 4K, maybe even more. You know, you don't never know. These are really like when you get stacking bonuses, you can really go crazy in this game. And I guess this dude's pretty cool. Both of these guys are modded. They are not usually in the game, so it's probably why he has this. Because otherwise he wouldn't. It's really not realistic for like a minor faction. He doesn't use magic, so that's cool. I mean, most of his things are infantry, which is honestly kind of shit. These are like mid-tier infantry though, so supposed to be a little better. Still kind of shit. Really low armor. Yeah, we got a little bit of a morale buff, like debuff. Sorry, that's gonna be something. He gets a buff to his dudes. Yeah, he gives a couple of buffs, and he's okay. I made it, but honestly, when we turn into Grimgore, I think we're gonna wreck him pretty quickly. And him, he's probably gonna be a nuisance. He has a lot of ammo. And oh wait, no, he has this, right? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's just same stats, right? It's not really gonna change a lot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna save just in case, cause you know I should be saving more. That's the problem with mods. You gotta be careful. Because even though these types of mods are supposed to be fairly safe, you really never know what's gonna happen, and like you can lose a lot of progress in an instant. And sadly, that's happened to me before, and I don't really recommend it. You know, it's not a fun experience. So yeah, we're gonna save and just try to be more careful with this. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at that army, right? First of all, it's gonna be pretty similar to what you guys already saw. The halberd dudes, you know, they're the same unit essentially. They just have different weapons. That's mostly what changes for Empire infantry, which is a shame. You know, it should be better. This is the thing I was talking about. This is like there's a couple of wizards with like this big ass cannon, which essentially is a bunch of like magnifying glasses. They point this at my units and they essentially wreck them. So we gotta target this like ASAP because he's gonna do a lot of damage. Even though he doesn't have that much ammo, he's still gonna be a menace in the battlefield. So we gotta be a little bit careful. But besides that, you know, infantry, pretty cool. And yeah, this is the two dudes. I mean, he holds the pistol a little bit weird. I don't know if you guys can see it. But besides that, it's pretty cool, right? It's a good mod, right? It's fun because it really adds priority to the Empire, which kind of lacks it. And yeah, these are archers. Again, same fucking unit. It just has a different weapon. That's essentially what changed with the Empire. So as for us, we're the same dudes. Nothing really changes for us. Wait a second. He actually has a lot of range. Oh, it's this dude, right? He has a lot of range. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I think our Furies can tank this shit, even though they're gonna take some casualties, but they're pretty replaceable for us. And these dudes are actually pretty cool as they are. Not gonna worry about. Here, you gotta go here, bro. And you, actually, I'm gonna throw you over here. See if we can deal with that. The crossbow man. And you're gonna be vulnerable right now, but I think eventually you're gonna really be the driving force for a faction. You also very, very fucking vulnerable. I hope you don't die. And well, Cockatoo, you're not gonna have to like immediately go after. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, there. So you can go here. Oh, they're not actually moving. Oh, that's weird. I thought they would. I don't know. Oh wait, you gotta start doing this.
Time for a change.
See, this is what I told you about this. It's crazy. It's just a bunch of damage. It takes a while to recharge, but still, you gotta be careful because it can really wreck us up. Like, and this is not a good idea. There's a bunch of halberds, but there's not a lot we can do about it. See, bro, that's crazy. It's crazy. You gotta be careful. Again, not let it stay there for a bit. Okay, we gotta move these dudes. You fire as you go? No. Okay, so yeah. Try to kill it as fast as we can. You go here. Yeah. Ah, you're not doing well, bro. You're not doing well at all. Oh no, you're gonna die. Yikes. So yeah, let's start firing at this. I don't know if you're firing, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, you guys. I should probably go here. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Oh yeah, that's what I don't like about this. It's gonna become a problem. Grimgore, honestly, this dude, he's really cool. Yeah, big orc. Daka daka. Bam! Smash! That's what we like over here. So yeah. You're dying, which is what I like to see. Yeah, honestly, we're killing this, yeah. See this angle. Oh shit. Oh, we're doing a lot of friendly damage. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, bro. It's fine though, I think. We're gonna be fine. You're heavily damaged. We gotta be careful with you. But I think for the most part, we're actually pretty fine. We did pretty decently. As far as it goes. Oh, actually. Let's put Grimgore to the test, you know? Because our stats, like, we have more melee attack, I think. Yes. Yeah, we have more melee attack. More or less the same amount of... No, we have more defense. Okay. Still, I think we're gonna win. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, we're easily winning this shit. No doubt whatsoever. Go here. That's fine. Oh, you're trying to go after my caster? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So, you actually can go here. Yeah, kill him, please. You gotta be careful with you. Though you didn't take a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Army losses, that's pretty much GG for us. Yeah. Honestly, pretty good. I'm gonna leave you and go after this because I believe we can actually take this on. I believe in me, right? Do I? I'm actually concerned. Okay, I killed him. Thank God I actually killed him. Good. I think it was a bad idea to move him. I think you should have stayed there. Yeah, actually, stay there. It's not really a big problem. We can deal with him. Now you're gonna be really costly to us. Really gotta be careful. That was a really big mistake from my part. I should have probably just continue pursuing, but I guess I just didn't. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this. I'll see you all in a bit. Hello. So this is me the day after. I tried to fight the battle, but not only the battle was essentially almost unwinnable, but I also realized that for some reason, right, when I try to exit the battle on the top left corner, I was just like, okay, concede the feed so I can reload and see what I did wrong. It crashed. So yeah, that was when I just decided to, leave it for tomorrow, aka today. And lo and behold, I load this shit, and now it says it's a Pyrrhic victory, which doesn't really make a lot of sense because this should easily beat us, and like it used to say that it was a violent defeat. So I'm really confused as to why that's happening. And also, Mr. Vlad over here, he is just way too much for me. Because if we look at his stats, first of all, he has a pretty decent armor and defense. Even though he's not the best defensive lord, he's by far one of the most powerful ones that there is in this game. So he also has this item, which essentially gives him 60% in damage defense. So essentially, he just negates 60% of the damage for those 22 seconds, which, if we're gonna be honest, it can get broken essentially if he times it well, which can really hinder my ability to hurt him. And even if I hurt him, he can also replenish. He has this, which is, it triggers every time he uses a spell. Not a lot of healing, but it helps. He also has the hunger, which is a passive that just goes whenever you're fighting. And then the blood drinker, which is just essentially a full-on heal. And it really gets wild because essentially you have to try to hit Vlad so many times that you hit his health cap so that you can kill him. And even if you win the battle, you kill all the units, and he's supposedly routing, which in the case of undead, it's not actually routing, it's just disintegrating. He essentially just doesn't die for a while, and it can get really annoying, and sometimes that can be the difference between the victory and a defeat. So since this is not working, I'll just accept the victory. However, I'll try to fight him again, to be fair, and I'll try to be good, with myself and sincere, and I'm not gonna use his form nor his items whenever I fight him, because I do believe that that's just a little bit cheesy at this point. But yeah, we'll accept the character. Never mind. So I'm probably gonna reload, but this is actually pretty funny. The fact that my entire army got wiped out, but the difficulty thing didn't say it. Oh my god, that's crazy. I know I shouldn't have won, but okay, you guys saw that, so that's crazy. Let's see what happens. Actually, rarely have I actually lost battle, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, okay, so I have to get a lord and shit. Okay. Okay, that is funny. So I'm gonna reload, but just so you guys know that this is a weird bug. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I don't know really what's going on with the game. But yeah, I guess I'll reload and see what happens. Okay, for the last time, we're back, and we're automatically just gonna break the siege because I tested it a couple times, and essentially, yeah, it's just not working. It keeps saying that it's a Pyrrhic victory, but I just lose everything. So
realistically speaking, what we're gonna do is actually try to go all the way back over here and try to see if we can hit Castle Drakenhof, which maybe will trigger him to come back, and hopefully we can trap him in the process. But yeah, it's really it's unfortunate because I kind of wanted to just fight him and leave it like that because I think the episode's getting a little bit long. So I'll probably just end it over here, and in the next episode I'll just try to kill Vlad, aka Mr. Gamito Gamoto. So yeah, thanks all for watching, and if you really enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments that if you really want to continue seeing this content, because I wouldn't mind doing it, even though I might not be the best presenter, but I still enjoy doing it, and honestly, they're fairly easy for me to make, and yeah, I'm willing to do it. So let us know, and see you all in the next one.